Hi, good morning or good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Yes, in the previous section, we had about wildcard characters understanding. Yeah, now we look into this in this section. So, how do we do that? Or some practical scenarios. We'll try to understand it with the characters which we are understanding from the introduction section. Yeah, let me move to the demo section. Yeah, so to have this demonstration, so let me just first look into that. Do I have the any files? No, I don't have the any files. Yeah, I'm going to create some dummy files just to replicate it with all these wildcard characters. What I do that is let me create some files for that. I'm creating some the files which are having with the different scenarios. Something my data which are having 01.txt, my data 02.txt, txt I'm going to create it, and text also I'm going to create it just to apply that some filters. Yes, 01.txt, 0.txt, and next one more thing, my data if on 03.txt. Yeah, so this is one more file. Yeah, I'm just to replicate it with the different scenarios. I'm just preparing the files. My data 01.txt, my data 02.txt, my data 03.txt, and let me go for this. My data hyphen 03.text. That is one more file. And I'm going to create it some more file, that is minimum is one more file, the minimum, and another file something caps letters with man.sh as a shell script, and man.txt, and something near.txt with the n letter, the different starting letter point of view. I'm just using this one more file, that's something near.txt. Let me use it men.sh, another file, and man.sh, man.txt, men.sh, and men.text. Yeah, so with all the text files, txt files, and let me use it some spaces also, the files creation time. So if you're going to use that, the spaces within the files, we need to use the double quotation, right? Yeah, let me use it something my cake man, and something varies, and question mark, and this is like as a sh file. Yeah, this is one more file. Yeah, my cake man varies, that as sh file. Yeah, my cake is mine dot sh. Yes, this is another file, but we need to use the double quotations if you are going to use it, the spaces in that. And then like my cake dot txt. Yeah, so here also this. Yeah, so with all these different say scenarios, I'm just trying to create it there's some files to apply that the filter criteria. Yeah, so there are all the files I have created, and let me just observe that. Yes, there are all the files which I have created in our current directory. So now we go for that, the one by one applying that the filters. Yeah, the first I need to get it all the files which are starting with the M. Simple, the first. Then how to use it? All the files which are starting with M letter. M, we have the small letters M and caps letter M. Yeah, but I would like to get it all the caps letters of that, the M, and then which wildcard character I can use it to get it all. That's the irrespective of that any characters or any length. Then what is that option I can use it? Asterisk, right? Yes, if I use it, yes, the starting letter of the file is M, and it is giving that all the files, doesn't matter that whatever that the names we have, but first letter must be caps M. So this is one notation, just like a simple wildcard character to understand it initially. The next option is I need to get it all the file names which are having the my data. Yeah, that is also straightforward. ls-l. Then I can use it my-data and asterisk FAQ that yes, it is going to return that the files which are having only with the my data. Yeah, here also asterisk as like any character at any length of that there is no specific on it, 0 to the length characters are no specific character. Yes, it is helping about it asterisk notation. This is one more scenario. Now I need to get it the file names which are having that 3 length. Now these files, if you just observe that these files are having 3 length characters, right? And extension we have like a .sh, .txt, yeah, so different files. But file length, if you just observe that the starting with the m and length is 3 characters, and extension some files we have .sh and .txt. So from this I need to get the filter. The file has to start with m and the length should be 3 characters, and third character must be n. Yeah, the first character must be m, third character must be n, second character that could be anything, and extension should be sh files. Like this you need to get it. Yes, that is about your requirement. You need to get it all the files which are 3 letters, the length of the files which are having the .sh extension, and first character must be m and third character must be n, and mid character that could be anything. Then what is the wildcard character that we can use it in this context? ls fnel, the first letter we are saying that's mandatory m. Second character there is no specification, right? Which character that should be there in the second, we don't have this any specification. Then what I can use it, I can use the question mark. Question mark is going to helpful that in that second character position, any character, doesn't matter that whether we have like a character, whether we have e character as this example, doesn't matter that. But third character must be n, and extension that must be sh. So now it is going to return that man.sh and men.sh. Yeah, so these two files, man.sh, men.sh. And extension wise, if you don't have this any constraint, then you can give that the asterisk, right? Then it is going to return that shell script files and the text files. Yeah, like this, like asterisk, any character positions, and question mark, the only in that particular the character, the position if you would like to expecting about it. Then the same one which we can use it in the another representation is the 3 characters length of the file name. That means the file length must be 3 characters, and extension yes as expected, that is .sh. Fine, the same way as which we discussed. And here I need to use it vowels matching this in the second character, only vowels. How I can define it in that context? First character must be m, third character must be n, total length 3 character. That means the second character must be vowel. Now we have this special case. Before, whenever we are understanding, we didn't discuss about it, we were understanding any character. But now, okay, let's assume that thinking of it, you need to have the only vowel letter, the second character, then filter it, and which are having the file extension, that is .sh. Then how do we use it? Yes, ls-l, the first character, yeah. Then we are saying about it vowels matching. Now we have some special again condition over here. Then in that what I can do? Yes, I can define the character class notations, and in that character notation I can define the vowels A-E-I-O-U. That is second character. Second character that could be any one of that, either A or E or I or I-O or U. And third character that is N, and extension that is .sh. Yes, the output is the same, man and men. We have those two files only. But if you have this other file, like let me just create to replicate this something man something D, N, something. Let me, okay, whoa. What is a character? I can use it, man, or I'm using just a MCN dot sh. Suppose if I use it above pattern, so then we are getting only two characters. Suppose if I use it here, not operator. So what is the meaning of that not operator? So total three length of the file name and extension with the dot sh. First character must be M, third character must be N, second character not vowel, other than vowel. Then do we get it any files? Yes, just as a dummy to replicate it. The file which are created, that file is returning this, right? Yeah, this is the not notation, whatever we are understanding in that the previous section. Yes, we can use the not operator here. So there is no specific character in the single character position, then we can use it question mark. But if you have this any specific characters you are looking this in that particular character position, then we can use it character class with characters, that is A, E, I, O, U, or A, B, C, or the whatever the things that is required. But other than those characters in that the single character position, if you like to use it, then use it the question, the exclamatory and then the characters other than these characters, that is reverse of it or inverse of it. Yeah, that's about examples, understanding the importance of asterisk, question mark, character class, only mapping of the classes or inversion of those the classes. And as we are understanding, like that is a combination of these, or also we can use it combination in the sense like multiple character classes. We can use it in the single string pattern. Suppose let's take this example. Here we have this list of all the files, something cake also, which we have this name. So the cake we have here, if you just observe that, so this file is having the cake string, and these files are also having the cake string. So you need to print that all the files which are having the cake string, irrespective of the files and the file lengths. Then simple one approach, what we can do that ls-l asterisk cake asterisk, this one we can use it, right? Yes, we got it. All the files which are having the cake as a string within that files. Yes, that is the one thing which is helping. But the constraint what we have is, before the cake the number of character must be 3 only. Before the cake string, that means the prefix of the cake, it must be 3 characters. That could be any characters, but length is only 3 characters. If I use it asterisk here like this, but here 3 we have prefix to this cake, 3 characters we have, 100 characters we have, or 200, or 1 we have, or 0 we have, doesn't matter, that it is going to return, right? But the point we have is cake, before the cake it must be 3 characters. Then how I can use it? So here also we have thus the 3 characters, fine, yes man, and here we have the my and the space, whether space is there, whether my is there, or whether man it is there, but 3 characters length it must be there. Then how do we use it? ls-l 3 characters, any character, right? Question mark, question mark, question mark, 3 characters, and then string which we would like to look at, that cake, and a postfix of this string. Yes, there is no restriction. Then use it asterisk. Then it is going to return the same output. Output is the same, but length based. But now all these files, the cake strings which contain but prefix with only 3 characters, and those 3 characters, that could be any character, that could be space, that could be alphabets, or that could be numeric, doesn't matter, that because we have used question mark representation over here. Yeah, this try to understand it, like using that all these wildcard characters in the different scenarios. Suppose we have like the files starting with that. We have this M characters, N characters, or L characters, different character. First character must be either M or N, which you need to define it. But after that, that could be any name. That means here in our list, if we just observe that ls-l list, the first character we have this m, small m, caps m we have, and n also we have that. So I need to get it all the files, the starting the letter with the m or n. File name, that could be any name, but first letter must be either m or n. How do you give it that? ls-l, the first character position. Okay, character position, how do you do that? We have the specific characters. If you don't have the specific character, if I give that question mark and asterisk, if I give that, it is returning all the files. No, there is no, I'm not looking about that. The first character, that should be either m or n. Then if I just go for that, it is returning that the files which are having thus the first letter either small m or small n. But I'm having that caps m also. How do I get it that caps m letters related letters also here? Yes, I can give that. That is one more either, right? So here if we are defining within the single character, multiple characters we are defining either small m, either small n or caps. Now you see this, yes, we got it with the caps m letters also. Like that, these character classes, on the base of that which characters you would like to search it or apply it, there's lowercase or uppercase, the particular characters we can specify that. Yeah, so I have got these points like a question mark, I mean the asterisk point of view, and character classes and inversion of the character classes, if we need it, how do we use it, and a particular characters if we are looking this within the character. And suppose now I need to find it, the first character, any character, but it must be uppercase. Then how I can use it? We were understanding this, if you remember that, we were understanding this one section, that is the named character classes, right? Named character classes. Yes, named character classes. Uppercase, how I can define it? Upper. Can I use it this? The first character, any one of that alphabet, but that must be upper. Then I can use it this notation, right? How do I use it this notation? Let's check it that. Now let's go for this example on it. ls-l. I'm going to use it here. Named character classes. A named character. So what is the named character? Upper is the named character. And asterisk if I give that. Yes, what is the meaning of that? Here you see thus it is returning that the first character must be alphabet, right? The file name or extensions, whatever, doesn't matter because asterisk we have given. But first character must be uppercase. Or you need to have this first character must be lowercase. Yes, now it is written in that only lower. Or alphabet, we have this one more character, alpha. What is that alpha? That is supporting both upper and lowercase. Yes, the first character either alphabet or lowercase, we have this, it is written in that. Or if I give that digit is nothing but the number. We don't have this any such file with that pattern. We have this all the files either the small m or caps m. We have with that notations. We don't have this any file which is having that with the digit. Let me create one file here for the suppose something 900 9.txt simple file. Now if I use it above pattern, so line starting with the digit. Now it is written thus 9 is having that first letter which starts with the digit. Which digit? Either 0 or 1 or 2 or any one of them. So they're all the named character classes are helping that. Yeah, so like these named character classes, and which we have thus the character classes, and the range also you can define it. The range wise, if you just go for this understanding some points, suppose I need to have thus the files getting that between m to n. So m to n, yes, they're all the files I'm getting that m to n, or a to z. Yes, all the files which are belong to between that a to z I am getting, but 9 is not getting that here. Suppose if I give that 0 to 9 also, I can give the combination. Either numeric you can give that, or alphabets you can give that. Now we got it that the numeric one also which is there in that. Yeah, like this you can use it range of that the character classes also. Yes, within that the character class range also we can define it. Yeah, there are the different scenarios understanding that. And one more point which you are understanding, whenever you are searching the file which are having the question mark as a like wildcard character, right? But it has been given in this file name as a character the question mark. Now I need to find that the files which are having the question mark. How I can find it? Suppose if I would like to find this file, let me just ls-l. So we have that my cake man where is question mark dot sh. This is the file. Now I need to search this file. How do we search it? How do I get it that the files which are having the question mark? Suppose if I use it ls-l asterisk and the file which contain the question mark asterisk, it is returning all the files. Now I need to return that the file which is having only question mark. Then how do we use it, or what is the notation we can use it? So here, instead of giving that only question mark with the escape character, if you give that, then interpreter what it is going to understand it. Okay, I should not use it this question mark within this pattern as a wildcard character. I should use it this as a text character. So if I just run it, now it is written in that the files which are having that the question mark, only those files are is going to return that. Starting that could be any name, and after that question mark any name, doesn't matter that, but the file must have the question mark. That is the point. Now it is written that only this question, and this character we can call it as escape character. If we use it before this special character, then interpreter is going to ignoring that this character as a special character. So now it is going to consider this as a normal text character. Question mark we use it in our the sentences, right? Like that it is going to use it. It is not going to use it as a special shell variable. Yeah, so there are the scenarios, understanding about it on these wildcard characters. Yeah, that try to work with that, understand these examples. Yes, that will be helpful to get it that. Yeah, so that's all from this section, understanding that wildcard characters and main characters. Remember that the asterisk, question mark, within the square brackets defining that specific characters, or range wise we can define it, or inversion of that the characters we can define it, or we have thus like within that double square brackets within that the colon, we can use it named character classes also, that is alpha or upper or lower or a digit. So these are all the things that's why I have this. And one more point, escape character also. Yes, whenever you are applying that string patterns, and especially the special characters, if you would like to ignore it from the interpreter, then start that the character with escape, then interpreter is going to ignoring that as a special character. Yeah, so all these points just keep in mind whenever you are working with that the string patterns or such patterns. Yeah, so that's all from my side from this section. Yeah, thank you.